Is the United States losing significance? What does the Saudi Arabian-Iranian mean? And now, Syrian Foreign Minister, after 10 years of hostility, is in Riyadh. Will this bring peace to the much politically charged region? We tell you. The winds of change are blowing across West Asia. The diplomacy of truce is making headlines. Rivals are mending ties. And on top of it all is Saudi Arabia. For the first time in over a decade, the Syrian Foreign Minister has arrived in Jeddah. The aim is clear: Syria's re-entry to the Arab fold. Saudi Arabia severed ties with Syria in 2011. Back then, Syria was going through a political crisis, with an uprising slowly turning into a civil war. A proxy conflict was at play, and Riyadh was among the backdoor players. The big West Asian leaders, including the likes of Saudi and Qatar, ended all ties with Syria. Damascus was left isolated, with allegedly Iran alone by its side. A decade has passed since then, and recently Syria has been on diplomatic overdrive in the region. Countries that once called Syria their enemy are now acknowledging its role in the region. The process has noticeably accelerated since the unfortunate earthquake. But how did we get here? The answer is Saudi Arabia's new foreign policy. Last month, Riyadh called a truce with Tehran. In a landmark deal brokered by China, the two countries agreed to reopen consular services, moving towards peace. For years, the Saudi policy has been dominated by its hostility towards Iran. Tehran's allies like Assad were cornered and often indirectly hit by the kingdom. Now what has changed? The new de facto ruler, Prince Mohammed Bin Salman, is looking to reshuffle the region's geopolitical map. And Syria has emerged as a crucial chess piece in its foreign policy gambit. Earlier this week, Syrian Foreign Minister Faisal Miqdad met with the kingdom's Deputy Foreign Minister Walid al-Khuraiji. According to the statement issued by Riyadh, the two leaders discussed the steps needed to reach a comprehensive political settlement of the Syrian crisis, which will then help achieve national reconciliation and contribute to the return of Syria to the Arab fold. If Syria rejoins the Arab League, it would be a big win for Bashar al-Assad. But the road to success is never easy. A handful of Arab League members have expressed their resistance to bringing in Syria back from the cold. Qatar, for once, is staunchly against the move. Even Egypt is wary, fearing action from the United States.
Regarding the state of Qatar, I have made its position clear in different forums. There were reasons for the suspension of Syria from the Arab League and the boycott of the Syrian regime in that time, and these reasons still exist, according to us, in the state of Qatar.
While the Saudis are trying to build cross-Gulf stability, its decades-old ally, Washington, is watching from afar. Even though the US welcomed the Saudis' truce with Iran, CIA Chief William Burns was quick to visit the kingdom and reportedly expressed his displeasure on being blindsided by the Iran deal. The Arab League meeting is due next month. The West will be taking note of all developments. And if Syria does make it back to the grouping, then it will certainly leave the US in a tizzy. marking a fresh start of Saudi's regional and diplomatic dominance.